the price of coochie went up, the value's gone down.
Yeah.
So beta, alpha, average, whatever guy you want to call it, the value's gone down. The price might have gone up, but who's buying that? If women are on the stock market right now, they're not a safe bet. I wouldn't be investing because every woman's doing the same thing. If you turn on Instagram now, every woman's
TikTok.
doing Instagram, social, any kind of social media. Every woman's doing the first trap. It's boring. I'm desensitized. Before, once upon a time, you got them pervy men or dudes just looking at certain things. Oh my days. Okay, cool.
Because they don't see it very often.
It's boring now.
Ladies. Ladies. Today's topic is women understanding the beta and alpha male. That's our topic for today. My thoughts on that. Well, first of all, when I think of an alpha and a beta, I think of two different things to start off with. When I think of an alpha male, I think of like lions in the jungle. That's what my brain goes to every single time. And I think of a man that is very strong.
You thinking of Lion King?
Whatever, Lion King. Okay. I don't usually go to the Lion King, no.
I'm just saying that because
I do watch the Nature Channel.
I think most people, Nature Channel, I think most people are going to go to Lion King.
You might go to Lion King, and I get what you're saying.
So I get what you're saying as far as breaking down the analogy of, like the animal kingdom.
That's my view on it.
We know the lions run their thing.
Exactly.
So I hear you.
I'm just saying that my brain goes to the animal kingdom, literally, as in you watch the Nature Channel, that type of animal kingdom, not really Lion King. But I see where you're going with it. So I would just say, for me, alpha male, I see him as being very strong, very assertive, very masculine man. Yeah. The alpha male, I see him more of a softer, more patient, not as assertive, and sort of like a pleaser. So not as, I wouldn't say as a pleaser, but I hear you. I would touch on some of the points, after we play the clip. But I think some women, they get it misconstrued about alpha men and beta men. Or should I even really say that certain guys are beta? Let me not go into that just yet. Okay. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but what do you want to add, like, as far as anything else? I would just say, for me, the alpha or the beta, there's nothing wrong with both of them. Because I know that a lot of women look down on beta males. I guess they have, people have made it seem like beta males are bad men.
Does it come down to social conditioning?
Yeah, I would say that.
Because it's all about, women's hypergamy is all about survival. So,
but that's the thing. I wouldn't say that the beta male couldn't like support you or protect you.
They hold their own.
That's what I'm saying. They
can.
Of course they can. They're still a man. Yeah. But people look at betas as in like, nah, beta men, they're this and they're that. And it's like, they're still men. They're still masculine men. They still can do what they need to do for a woman. They can still protect, provide. They can still do all these things.
But I think when you put beta together with masculine, it kind of doesn't go. It doesn't go together. So I think that's where a lot of people thinking a beta guy, because a beta guy is the guy that's not typically in charge. And I think that's where the social conditioning kind of goes a little bit off the track.
I think there's different sorts of men though. There's beta and then you have the simps. For me.
But I think most people see beta males as simps.
No, but it happens sometimes, but it's not always the case. For me, anyway, how I see it, I can't stand simps. That's one thing I'll say. We don't go together.
Now the audience is probably thinking, what are you lot talking about? Like, because you're saying what you're saying, but let's let it make sense. That's why I think, obviously, there's a clear difference between the beta and the alpha male. Yeah. And I think when people look at alpha males, they see the top tier men. And when they look at beta males, they see maybe medium, lower tier men, simps, like you were saying. But you're saying that there's a difference between the two.
There is a difference, yeah.
Let's talk about the beta and the simps. There is a difference.
Yeah.
And I think most people tie beta and simps together.
Yes.
Where that's not typically the case.
No.
So that's what I'm kind of saying.
Just like there's different types of women, there's different types of men.
You got some people where they talk about the alpha male, and then they talk about the sigma male, as in he's the pinnacle of all men, the highest version. Some guys say that they're the sigma male, and they're living at home with mommy.
That's a whole different story.
I'm just saying. Facts though, right? So you have to understand what these things mean. And sometimes we go to what this thing I call word association.
Yeah.
And people automatically associate alpha with, let's just say, top tier men, and beta with low tier men. But we're just pretty much tapping into the gray areas and our perspective on a video that came into our vicinity.
Yes.
So we're just going to break down that video and tell you some of our thoughts.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. So do you want to play the video?
Yeah, let's go to the clip.
All right, cool. We'll play the video and then we're going to come back and we're going to give you our thoughts on that video and also some more. Yes. So without further delay, let's play that clip.
The beta male and the alpha male. Some of you women got this really messed up. A beta male is just a personality type that is not as strong or not as outgoing and aggressive and assertive as an alpha. But that person is still a man. The beta male is the male that's going to take care of you. He's going to worship you. He's going to please you. That's his whole agenda. That alpha male, you don't please him. And he's only going to please a lioness. And half of y'all out there ain't a lioness. So a lot of you are out here that was designed for a beta to protect you and to cater to your crazy ass. You don't want him because you think he's too soft. But you want to go over there with the king of the jungle like he gonna take your shit. Ain't no alpha male taking no shit from nobody unless you a lioness. The jungle don't lie. Part 2. There's nothing wrong with being a beta male, but there's something wrong with some of you women out there. A lot of you have overbearing personalities like myself. But see, I know my place when it comes to a man, so I can date a beta or an alpha. I can date a beta because I know that his personality flaws or dysfunction or whatever he may have, all I have to do is not treat him bad and abuse him. Allow him to worship me. Allow him to do the things that he wants to do for me. And see, that alpha, he just wants respect. And you gonna respect him because the alpha either gonna make you respect him or you gonna get gone. A lot of you women out here are talking down about the beta when you're really made for a beta. You're not made for an alpha because an alpha has a superior purpose and you ain't a Michelle Obama. Part 3. An alpha male usually is in alignment with the creator, meaning he's alpha minded because his purpose in a union is a powerful one. And if you are a woman that does not know your place with an alpha male and you don't know how to exist in a pact with other lioness, oh yeah, take it back to the jungles. You ain't meant for him. That's why you're not attracting him. So you take it out on the beta. The beta that's saying, I love you, I want you, and I'll stick by your side because I know how to take a woman like you. You call him weak, passive, and you stomp down on him. Then you want to run your ass over there to an alpha and get mad when that lion roar on that ass. Stay your ass where you supposed to be. If you are overbearing and you know that you're narcissistic yourself, stay with a beta because the beta got a little more patience for you. An alpha, he gonna rip your head off and send you back to the beta crying about how bad he treats you. Y'all women get on my nerves. You don't want a man, you want a son. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We thought the same shit.
Oh, damn.
So
all
right, that was a clip. Now, she said a lot.
She did.
And I admit, when I first heard this clip, I had to think about it. You know,
Why?
because the reason why I had to think about it because a lot of women, they say things because it sounds cool, but they don't mean what they say. So their handshake don't match their smile.
No.
I dropped a jewel for you. Can you figure it out? So for me, it's like looking at the state of how things are today with women. I understood, I believe where she was going with it. And I'm in agreement. But I'm not going to give too much of my thoughts just straight away. What did you think about that?
I did have to second think it also, just to make sure, you know, that
because a lot of them
because
a lot of them is disingenuous, isn't it?
Yeah. So after watching it again, I thought, do you know what? I agree with her. I don't disagree with her. Through all the statements she made, I agree with her. And a lot of women, first of all, they don't know what they want. And second of all, what they supposed to get.
Who doesn't know what they want?
I would say the modern woman. Or most women. A lot of
women. Why
women.
do you say modern women? I think women in general pretty much don't know what they want. Hence why the men are the leaders of the household. But that's just my fault. You're going to get the sickle, pitchfork, machetes up in the comments chatting their S. But whatever.
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. I think most men are average and I think most men are beta. But that doesn't mean a guy that's average can't be alpha.
Okay.
Did they get that?
Explain that.
Let me rewind. Now, just because the guy is beta, that's just a word. Now, I think most men are average, and I think most men can be beta, but that doesn't mean an average guy can't be alpha. That's in my opinion. Some may disagree. So for me, I look at it like this. Everybody talks about what's alpha, what's beta, and I think most people put a framework of money that separates the average guy from the top tier guy. But I don't think it's necessarily just about money, but I do know finances do play a role.
It does.
But for the most part, I'd say with alpha and the beta or the average guy, it's all about a mindset with a sprinkle of finances. And when I say a sprinkle, I'm not talking about some little bit. And I'm not saying he needs to be the richest. That may go over some people's heads. What do you think about that?
First of all, I think that every day a beta is born and an alpha is born. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Depending on your upbringing, how you brought up.
That kind of, when you said that, right? That kind of reminds me of, when they have that saying of an older guy, his wife ain't born yet. It just kind of reminded me of that saying. I just kind of wanted to just say that bit. Okay. So yeah, go on anyway.
Yes, I was just saying that an alpha and a beta, they're born every day. Depending on how you grew, how you was raised, that's how. Depends on how your life.
Yeah, but I don't think it's about how you was raised. I think it's about the heart. I think about
it's the heart,
real.
Yeah.
And a point. Let me say this quickly, right? Like, just because you're average, there's nothing wrong with being average. Let me say that. Every man walks around saying, "Oh, I'm alpha. Oh, I'm top tier. Yada yada yada." There's nothing wrong with being average.
Exactly.
It is what it is. I just want to highlight that part because a lot of men's gonna say, "Oh, I'm alpha. Oh, I'm top tier. I'm this. I'm that." Everything reaching for the stars, right? But then if you're not that, it is what it is.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Everyone forgets that majority of people, that's a male and female, are average. The majority are average.
Exactly.
So for you as an average person saying, "Oh no, I'm top tier," whatever, trying to convince yourself that's what you are, you're not that. You're just average, and there's nothing wrong with it because most people are average anyway. You just get some. It's just like with females, you get the average woman and you get the pretty women. Yeah. So she may get pretty privileged certain things.
Pretty privileged. Let me highlight that.
I'm working. What is this? Why do I have to work? I am sexy. I am sexy. Why am I working? What is this?
What is this? She's too fly to work. You like that nice little sound snippet? Whatever.
Anyway, like I was saying, She has pretty privilege. She gets certain things because of her beauty. And she's prettier than clearly the average. But the majority is the average.
So pretty privilege can be the equivalent to guys in the top tier where they get things, they get roses laid out for them as they walk. Coming to America. When they're laying down them roses as you take every step. Kind of like Michael Jackson and the Billie Jean video. Where every step he takes, those pavements are lighting up. So that's kind of the equivalent too.
Do you hear him?
Listen, I'm dropping that
This
jewel.
is what he does.
I do my thing, man. It is what it is. But yeah,
Anyway.
Carry on.
Yes. What was we even talking about for a second?
No, we're saying as far one of my points is this. Let me segue into this, right? I think most women are socially conditioned to believe they can have men way out of their league because of their unrealistic views. Let's segue into that.
Am I working? What is this? Why do I have to work? I am sexy. I am sexy. Why am I working? What is this?
Listen, man, I'm too fly for these glasses.
Okay.
It is what it is, right? But I have to be realistic. I could think like this woman, but we live in a first world country. So if I thought like her and I lived in a delusional world, then again, men are merit based. So if we don't put work in, homeless, pretty privilege, women do certain things or whatever, then they get to have the pick of the litter. So they get to have a beta male
Or
average
alpha,
dude,
whatever.
alpha dude.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Everyone hollers at
But
them.
I think a lot of women don't understand the difference between a beta male. Like you can have a guy where he's good to you. He might not be as assertive, as dominant.
As an alpha.
And I know some of them freaks is thinking, God damn, I just want to get it over and all kind of things.
Yeah.
See, I got to respect YouTube guidelines.
And you have a dirty mind.
I do, but I have to play nice. I have to play nice. But let me not stray from the topic. I'm just saying that you got some guys out there and they're actually cool dudes. They're actually nice guys. And you know, see, when I say nice, I'm a word association. So they say nice guys finish last, but some guys are actually for certain women. So if you're an average woman and you meet a guy and he's good to you, he looks after you, you got security, you got your provision, you got all those nice trimmings that women want. You don't want that dude because you think you're too fly, unrealistic. You go to that top tier guy, i.e. the alpha male. He does his thing, run through you, does his or to you, chews you up, spits you out, then send you back.
Exactly. Crying like
And
the
then,
woman said in the clip.
exactly, and then you want the same as you called the beta male to come and pick up the pieces.
And Captain Saver, you know
Exactly,
what?
Saver.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. And that's not fair. So
No.
there's some guys, maybe they're not as assertive. Maybe they're not like the alpha male, but you can't compare the two. It is what it is. I'm not saying to you one's better than the other, but if you're average, then go for an average guy. It is what it is. What do you think? What points did you have on that particular topic anyway?
Well, like I said, she said many things in regards to alphas and betas and how women approach the whole thing.
Yeah.
She mentioned with an beta male that beta males are the ones who will take care of you, not that alphas won't.
But alpha, yeah. Alpha
They
take care of
will
you as well.
too.
Yeah.
She mentioned that beta males will worship you, please you. They'll do certain things that alpha males
And let me
wouldn't
highlight a
typically
part.
do.
She said that alpha males will only worship the lioness.
Yes.
We'll touch on that part later, but carry on with your point.
There are certain women
Yeah.
that get the privilege of having things from an alpha male. But you see with alpha males, they do not put up with any BS.
Tell me about it.
So if you're coming at an alpha male,
You come
with
chat S to me,
with,
then
okay,
it is what it
with
is.
drama,
Yeah.
with any form of BS, you may as well just pack. Sometimes you don't even get to pack your bags because you never moved in anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, alpha males do not take bull crap from anyone, let alone his girl. So I'm just saying, beta males, they typically have a bit more patience with a woman that has problems or whatever else.
Do they have patience based on their criteria? And what I mean is, because they don't have, then because they're not in a position, the beta dudes, by the way, if they're not in a position as the alpha male, is it because they don't have the command of the women to why they're more patient? Or is it because of who they are?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
I would say they can't command certain things because they're not at alpha male, and people tend to say alpha male is the higher tier.
Yeah.
Just like women, the average woman can't command certain things from certain men.
So you're saying the nicer the woman is,
the more she can command.
Yes. And that's realistic. So we can say that the world isn't fair, and it isn't.
It's not, but
God didn't create all of us equal.
Exactly.
And equal isn't always even.
You see, the thing is, people like to say, oh, there's pick-me's and there's this and that and the other.
Yeah.
But I would just say, stay in your lane. If you're average, aim for your average guy. I'm not saying you
say that, right? If you're average, why aim for average? If you know, okay, you know in your heart of your heart, you look in the mirror, you say, okay, aesthetically, I'm average. Women tend to think that they're flyer than they really are. But why not aim higher? Why not shoot for the stars?
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I was
just about to say that. I was going to say, we do typically aim higher. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Even I do.
Hypergamy.
Exactly. I do the same thing as well. I want the best. And I'm sure most people want the best.
And what? And
Not working. What is it?
The difference is,
I am sexy. I am sexy. Why am I working? What is this?
fellas, take note.
The difference is, I'm not delusional. There's a big difference. I'm not delusional, and a lot of women are. So although I may trying to aim for that top tier guy, it doesn't mean that I am supposed to be with that top tier guy.
Let me say this, right? Do women even know what comes with an alpha male guy? And if they do know, are they okay with it?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, first of all,
okay,
let's not get above ourselves. What do you believe comes with an alpha male?
Look, with an alpha male, like I said earlier, alpha males, they don't put up with BS.
Yes.
And a lot of, I'm going to just say black women.
Yeah, but okay, you can say black women, but I think alpha all round, no matter the color, there's a lot. You got to put work in with an alpha male. So for me, it's a thing of no matter the color, with alpha male dudes, right? Some women say, I don't want to have to put that kind of work in.
Yeah.
That's where the average or the beta male, i.e., that's where they go in place. But what I'm saying is that with alpha males, you gotta do the work.
Yeah.
You might reap the benefits at the end, or you're highly likely to reap the benefits at the end. Let me say that. But with alpha dudes, he don't take no BS. He don't take no back chat. Respect is key.
Can I say this?
Go on.
I have a little bit because, I had to write my notes. I would just say, for alpha male, if you don't comply with what his wants and needs
are, comply, then
if you do not comply, then find yourself to the front door.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not, that's where you're going to head to. Yeah. Another thing, alpha males only deal with women who are submissive, who listens. So they're obedient women who are peaceful and extremely respectful. He's big on respect.
Yeah.
If you don't respect him or you lot situation,
I think alpha male, just like the woman said, is primarily about respect.
Yeah.
That comes first, innit? At the end of the day, women look, if you're talking about a physical thing, with alpha males, women tend to want to drop their drawers real quick with those dudes.
That's true.
But it's about respect, because the physicality bedroom fun comes easy to that dude.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't come easy to an average guy, but with certain kind of men, they leverage themselves in a position where they can command women dropping them drawers real quick.
They can. I think that with alpha males, I think women have this radar thing where they know that he's an alpha male. They know that there's something.
Survival.
Yeah, they know that there's something about the guy. So the guy can walk in and they're like, yo, there's something about that
his
guy.
energy, his aura about
his
him.
aura, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yes, anyway, that was what I was saying.
Yeah.
The lady in the clip mentioned lionesses. Now, for me, my opinion, when it comes to alpha male, a lioness works for her man, not for someone else.
Fair play.
She is a
Too right,
helpmate.
she should. Yeah.
She's a helpmate. She helps build the empire. So both of them have a wonderful life.
Because it benefits her in the long run. But yeah, continue.
And she must be helpful. I think that's one of the top key things. She must be helpful. If she's not helpful, I believe you're going to find yourself at the door once again. If you're not helpful.
Now, okay, you say that, right? And here's one of my notes. That's a great point. And here's one of my notes. I think when Kevin Samuels highlights women and overvaluing themselves with the delusions, he is most definitely onto something. Now, some women overrate themselves and they think they deserve a high value man. But then they can't even make a man a sandwich, but expect the outcomes. It's the truth. Delusional, yes. But they expect X, Y, Z, and the results of doing nothing, you get nothing.
Yeah. I think it goes back to like the traditional housewife type of thing. Now, if he's out working...
You're speaking anecdotal. You need to speak on what's going on today.
Yes, but I'm just saying... That's what the alpha male wants. I'm saying he works. He's very busy. He's very busy.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if he's working, doing what he's doing to provide for the family and whatever else, he wants to come home to a meal. He's not going to be like on this, I didn't cook today or I can't cook or I can't be bothered to cook.
Look what I said though. I didn't even talk about a meal. I said something as simple as making a sandwich.
But I'm saying for me, I feel that alpha male, he ain't gonna, that's not cutting it. It's not gonna happen.
So would you say most men, yes, attraction wise does play a role, but for the most part, it's beyond your attraction to why you can retain a man. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's beyond attraction, yes.
All right, cool. I just want to just put that part out there.
It can't just be, let's be honest here, it can't be just on attraction. Okay, what if you're together for a long time? You get old, we're gonna get older.
So the looks fade.
Exactly. And the sure as hell is a wall for the ladies.
So why do women look down their nose at certain kind of guys? They believe beta males are lesser than. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that?
I think a lot of women think that they're prettier, nicer, better than...
Let's play that again.
Am I working? What is this? God, why do I have to work? I am sexy. I am sexy.
I'm sexy.
Why am I working? What is this?
What is this?
So a lot of women think that's what they are. They're too fly, they're too hot to work, they're too whatever to do anything for any kind of guy. So for the beta guy, lazy plays a factor. But what I'm saying is that even if they had an alpha male, they still wouldn't know what to do with him.
Yeah. And that's what the problem is.
So what's the point in being so fly? If it's a thing of physicality and a man's trying to have bedroom fun and he's trying to let one go, unload. Right? If he's trying to do that, facts, right? If he's trying to do that, I could do that with the most biggest woman. I could do it with the most dustiest woman.
Okay.
I could do that with my hand. So it don't even make no sense you being so fly. If you had an alpha male, even though you're fly, you still wouldn't know what to do with him.
I know.
And that's how most modern women of today are.
I agree.
Facts.
It's Sad but true.
Exactly. It's the harsh reality.
It is. Another thing.
Yeah.
This goes back to the woman in the clip. Now, I love the fact that she says she understands her place. She understands that she can be overbearing.
Know your place.
And an alpha male is not going to put up with that.
That comes down to self-reflection.
Definitely.
But yeah,
you
go on.
must self-reflect. If
Yeah.
you don't, then you're in the category of delusional women. You must self-reflect.
I think a lot of women are there.
They are, yeah.
Look, man.
You
Go
must,
on in there.
you've got to-
Let me not dive deep in. Go on.
You have to self-reflect. You have to. It's a must. It's something you should do on a regular basis just to keep yourself,
Yeah.
where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
A lot of women are very delusional. By the way, we have a podcast on delusional women. Go check it out.
They'll see
Go
it.
check that out.
They'll see it in good time.
Yes, you'll see it. Check it out. Leave us your thoughts on that. Leave a comment below. Like the video. Be sure to subscribe. And I'm going to other stuff, but as I was saying, she understands her place and what she, should I say, deserves, what she's supposed to get. Let's
Most
just say
women
that.
think that they deserve more than they should get. Never. There's a saying of never let her get more than you want to give.
I've heard the saying before.
It's the
Yeah.
truth, right? That's what I gotta say.
Okay.
I don't want to say no more because YouTube guidelines, man. So yeah. Touch on your points anyway.
Another point of mine was a lot of women, goes to the beta male again. A lot of women, they look down at beta males and for some reason they just think they're less than, they're lower than, they ain't shit basically.
Yeah.
And there's been a few things I've seen, say like on, what is it, paternity court, Judge Judy, all them sort of things anyway. And the judge will ask them, so what's the problem with the man?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen it. Once I say it's going to remind you of something.
Listen, the images are coming up in my head, but go on, yeah.
Now, I hear this a lot. Women say, the problem is he was too nice.
Then she's a fool. Because I'm just going to be real. If a man cooks, cleans, he's domesticated, masculine, does what he needs to do as a man. You're not even doing what you need to do as a woman. You're saying, oh, he's too nice. You're a damn fool. We live in a Western country. Let's talk about single mothers for just one moment. Single mothers rely on the state. They rely on people to make sure that their life is all good. If you never had a safety net to fall back on, you wouldn't have those babies. And if you did have those babies and you was in a different country, you would be homeless. You'd be on the street.
Struggling.
But because you have options, you believe, now she wants to cash out. You believe you can cash out when you feel like it. That's delusional. That's not realistic. Now, for me, one of my points was this. Many women lack the skill to maintain any man, beta or alpha. You got to think, okay, they made poor choices because they're a single mother. They made poor choices if they're on a carousel wheel and they think, now she wants to cash out. And then later on, she wants to cash out. But at the end of the day, alpha, they've dealt with alpha or beta. They still don't know what to do with them.
No. A lot of women don't even qualify for an alpha or a beta and they struggle to even get simps. That says a lot. They do struggle to get simps. They struggle to get a simp.
Exactly. So the dudes that want, dudes slide up in your DM. What's up? Hey, whatever, cool. The situation that women's going to be in now, I'm not saying to you it doesn't fall on men, but men understand for the most part we're merit-based. So if we don't do what we need to do, homeless, on the streets, we're going to struggle. So when winter hits, it's going to be both men and women. But who is it going to affect more?
The woman.
Exactly, right? So then we know when it gets cold and winter is coming, women is not going to fare as well.
If you look at it, check it this way for a second.
Mm.
You see men, homeless men, more than you see women. There's a reason for that.
That's
Because
a fact,
women
yeah.
cannot take care of themselves. Homeless. Look, a homeless woman is not going to fare very well for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get raped. You're going to get all sorts of BS happen to you. That's why they'll have these like little hostels or little places that you can go, that women can go, and you're in a somewhat safe environment. If you're left out on the streets, it's going to be a massive problem.
So you're vulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm saying with that, a lot of women, just like you said, winter is coming.
Yeah.
You need to make better decisions.
So when they're thinking, oh, let me get this kind of guy because I've got options. If you got to go for that alleged beta male or that average guy, stay in your lane. It is what it is.
But do you know what as well? Sorry. When you get with a beta male, everyone just seems to think that you're going to have like the worstest time. You're not going to have fun. He's not going to do this, that, and the other for you. That's not true. Listen.
But is it social conditioning though?
Yeah. I'll say yeah.
That's what I would say. Like one of my notes is this. Just like a man should stay in his price range, a woman should stay in her lane too. Most women are average. Most men are average. So if you meet a dude and he's average, why can't you just go and make a family together? Why can't you just go on and do your thing together and just be happy? Two people just having a go of it, making life work. And I think that's the best way forward. But I think with all this social media, all the the sweeties, the JTs and the city girls and all these people, right? They have these women effed up. They got them thinking that, oh, I'm entitled to such and such. And when they say they're entitled, they mean I'm entitled to top tier men, i.e. alpha dudes. But you're average looking women and you mislead these people because what you say don't match up to your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's fake. But then what you're doing is you're ill-advising these women and making them think, oh, this is the way to live, when that's not the situation. So for me, again, most men are average. Most women are average. Why don't you just hook up, do your thing, stop looking down on certain men because you believe, oh, I deserve a top tier guy because I look like such and such. You're not that girl. Where is it?
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
And stop with the whole...
Am I working? What is this? God, why do I have to work? I am sexy. I am sexy. Why am I working? What is this?
And it doesn't matter if you're too fly, too sexy, whatever. You still got to work. You still got to work. But that's my thoughts on that. What do you think, man?
Yes. In regards to alphas, you have to work to stay with an alpha. You can't just sit on your ass and do nothing. You have to put in that work.
Yeah.
That's the only way he's going to accept you. You have to put in the work to stay with that alpha male.
Yeah.
With the beta male, you don't have to put as much work in. I'm just saying, with the alpha male,
Are you saying the beta male is lesser than?
I'm not saying he's lesser than. I would just say he knows more how to deal with a woman that
he's more relaxed. He's more laid back than maybe the alpha would be, because the alpha
very strict.
he's probably going to be more cutthroat. But I'll say this, man. One of my points was women got to bring more to the table than your vagina. As the price of coochie went up, the value's gone down.
Yeah.
So beta, alpha, average, whatever guy you want to call it, the value's gone down. The price might have gone up, but who's buying that? If women are on the stock market right now, they're not a safe bet. I wouldn't be investing because every woman's doing the same thing. If you turn on Instagram now, every woman's
TikTok.
doing Instagram, social, any kind of social media. Every woman's doing the first trap. It's boring. I'm desensitized. Before, once upon a time, you got them pervy men or dudes just looking at certain things. Oh my days. Okay, cool.
Because I don't see it very often.
It's boring now.
Ladies. Ladies.
Is that your free game?
Ladies. Did you just hear what was said, or did it go over your head?
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, on a real level, it's me and you right now.
Okay.
It's me and you. The first traps, all of that stuff is not working on the fellas anymore.
It's not working. We get it now.
Exactly. They get it. They see the game. They see it all the time. It's too available. Okay.
But they thrive on simps.
Exactly. You don't want a simp, but you thrive on a simp.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm just saying, you want a man whenever you feel like you want him. So that could be earlier in or later on in life, whatever.
Yeah.
But the ending goal is you want a man.
Now she wants to cash out.
Yes, you want a man. And all this first trapping and showing all your bits and twerking and doing all this other stuff, they're not interested in that anymore. And you have to come different.
You got to bring more to the table than some vagina.
Exactly. So when men see you twerking up on the tables in a restaurant, just like that guy,
don't leave them in suspense. Where's the suspense? I think I deleted that. Leave them in suspense. We've got a podcast coming up in regards to that. But go on anyway. Yeah.
I'm just saying to you, ladies, you have to come different. All of the things you're doing currently is not working. You can get guys, but you'll find all they want is just to beat.
Yeah, most women can't keep a man post smash. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you want a change and you want something different, you can't be cussing all.
When you say change, they'll think about money. It's the truth.
This has nothing to do with money. I did not bring up money.
You gotta clarify.
I didn't. I said change.
Okay.
Not coins change. You need to
Change something different.
Exactly. What you're doing now is not working. That's why I keep saying on how many podcasts now, look at your history. Your history of dating, your history of men, your history of linkages, your history of whatever. What does it tell you looking back? That's why I said you must self-reflect. Because if you don't, you're just going to continue to the same thing and become a cat lady. So if that's what your future is, then...
Okay, you know. So to close out, so should women disregard the alleged beta male? As in I don't want to tie beta and average together. I'd say they're two different people. And everyone's different in their own sense. Like beta is in his own realm. Average is in his own realm. And alpha is in his own realm.
And simps, we can't forget about
and simps
those.
is in their own realm.
Yeah.
But I think to tie it all together, I think most women look at beta and simps and put the two together. And I don't think that's true. Listen to that audio. I think I'm going to agree with the sister on the audio. She made some valid points. And I think a lot of women hang their hat where they can't reach it. And why don't you just go for a guy that cares for you, supports you,
has morals and standards,
is down for you. He's a good guy. If you're a good woman. And for me, I look at it like this. Does it come down to a moral compass? Are you a woman that's not good in general? Have you been socially conditioned to be effed up by society and social media? Like, at the end of the day, if a dude is a good guy, why does he have to be beta or simp? I just think, you know, when you hear Kevin Samuels highlight the issues in today's culture with men and women being unrealistic and delusional, you have to think to yourself, there is some real points to what he's saying. Now, I think a lot of women are delusional. Why you can be happy, but they think, oh, I'm 28. I can start to settle down in about 5 years. Nah, sis. Nah, G. It ain't that. You see what I'm saying? So they believe I'm going to get a top tier guy as an alpha guy. Yeah. But then you haven't even been raised to be a wife. So for me, you just have to be realistic in the kind of guys that you go for. Now, my final thing is this. Audience, do you agree about the alpha and the beta guys? Put your thoughts in the comments. Would you go for an alpha guy? Would you go for a beta guy? As in, i.e., would you go for an average guy? What's your thoughts in the kind of guy that you'd go for and why? Put that in the comments and let us know what you think. But in regards to what we listened to today with the sister, I agree with her, man. I agree with her. And I'm not even going to go into certain communities in where that affects. But I agree with her, man. Most people should stay in their lane, know what it is, and be happy and just make some babies, have some families, and do their thing, man.
Exactly.
That's just my thoughts on that. What do you have to add before we close out?
I agree with the lady in the clip also.
Yeah.
I think she was spitting a lot of truth. I'm glad that she was honest on her part of it, that, you know, she understands her place.
Imagine that, a woman with accountability.
She understands her place. I think it's really good. She's clearly self-reflected, and she sees where she lays. And I think a lot of women should do that. Beta males are seen less than, and I don't think women, especially if you're average and you don't really have options, I don't think you should like look past him. I think you should really, you know, because most of the time, listen, there's a man out there for you. He will treat you good. And if a lot of women, they pass up that opportunity as well.
Yeah.
They'll find a guy that's for them and be like, nah, because they think they can do better.
Oh, nah, she wants to cash out.
Yeah. Take it while you can. I'll just say that. That's my last thoughts.
That's why I think, well, I agree with you on that. You heard my thoughts on it. Put in the comments where you at with the beta and the alpha dude. We'll tag the video if I can find it. I believe it's someone on TikTok. Someone sent it to me. If I can tag the video, I will. But people that's listening to it on YouTube, you'll see it. People that's listening to it on a podcast, I will tag that video so you can watch that for yourself.
Yep.
It's been a good conversation today.
It has, yeah.
So yeah, man, just let us know what your thoughts are in regards to the beta and the alpha. And is there a difference? But yeah, go on.
Yeah. Also, comment below also if you agree with us or if you disagree with us. I would like to hear your thoughts. I'm sure you would like to hear their thoughts as well. Whether you agree or you disagree. So yes, put a comment in the comment section. Yeah. But also like I said, comment and definitely subscribe.
Yeah, definitely subscribe. Peace.
Peace.